I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Birch and Lily. I talk all about knitting and cross stitch here. This week I am coming at you with a cross stitch episode. I don't have tons of stuff to talk about this episode, so I thought it would be kind of fun to go through that little basket back there after I show you what I've been working on and kind of go through and decide if I want to keep those WIPs, not keep them. They're all kind of things that have been hibernating for a little while. I put them down and haven't picked them up in quite a while. So we will do that. I have two projects I've been working on and we'll just see where this goes, I guess. Before we get started though, I do want to let you know where you can find me on the internet. There are two places. The first is on Instagram at birch.and.lily and the second is on Ravelry at birchandlily. So it's August 24th. I haven't shown you my cross stitch for 2 weeks. Let's jump in. The first project that I am working on is Merry Needleworker. It's still not done, but it's getting pretty close. I have it in this project bag from Made by Mama Joan. I'm using all of the called for threads, and I'm so excited. I'm getting quite close to being finished. I am stitching this up on 40 count Bramble. The pattern does call for Bramble, but on a 32 count. But I like 40 count, so I switched it. And it's getting so close to being done. I'm loving this so much. I've satin stitched a couple of the bobbins, getting across the bottom. The shoes are done. The bottom of the dress is done. I've been putting a lot of work into this one because I'm so close to finishing and I'm just getting really excited. So, Merry Needleworker. I do say this every time, but just in case you're new here, this pattern by Lindy Stitches does come with two different color options. I'm stitching up the Day Garden. Actually, I'll hold it up for you again. So this is the Day Garden. And then there is also an option for the Night Garden, which is on a darker fabric with different floss colors. So definitely check that out if you're interested in maybe doing something in a little bit of different colors. I think the dress on the Night Garden is orange. Otherwise, I don't really know what the floss colors are. Actually, one second. There, that's the Night Garden. I'm not going to take this out of the plastic because it's kind of annoying, but that is the Night Garden option. So it's the exact same pattern, just the colors are changed. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I've been working on that one probably the most. And then a couple days ago, I had an oh crap moment and realized I hadn't really worked on anything else and I wouldn't have anything to show you guys. So I did pull out one other project that I have been working on. This is Birds of a Feather by Brenda Gervais of With Thy Needle and Thread. It is unfortunately a discontinued pattern, but you might be able to find it on eBay, something like that. This bag is from Pretty Southern. Once again, I have all of the called for threads here. This pattern was designed in 2011, I think. So some of these probably look quite different than the actual model, but I'm really happy with how they're working up, so that's all that matters. I am not using the called for fabric. I am using instead a 40 count vintage gray linen, and I'm almost done the border, which is really exciting. This ended up being a lot smaller than I expected it to be. I guess it does also call for a 35 count instead of a 40, so that makes a difference. But yeah, it ended up being smaller than I thought, and I'm okay with that. There is a lot of fill-in on this piece, so it will take me a while. That's fine. But yeah, I'm trucking along on the border. I should definitely be able to get that done pretty soon and then move on to the second clue. This pattern did come out in 3 pieces, 3 clues. So the border is the first, the top half of the inside the border words is the second part, and then the bottom half inside the border is the third. So once this border is done, I will move on to the second part. I'll show you a little bit closer. It's really pretty. So yeah, again, I'm really enjoying that. I am glad I pulled that out of hibernation, I guess. It wasn't really hibernating like the stuff in the basket back there has been, but I haven't worked on it in the past couple of weeks, so I'm glad to put some progress on it. And on the topic of something you haven't seen in a while, I haven't worked on A Shepherd's Song by Plum Samplers the past couple weeks, but my mom has been working away really hard on hers, so I'm going to pop in a picture here for you guys so you can see her progress. She is stitching this up with all of the called for DMC. There are a couple fancy flosses that are substituted in just because they're used a lot, so she would have some variegation. And she's stitching this up on the 16 count parchment Aida. So I think it's fun to show you guys something a little bit different on Aida. So I'm sure the pictures up on the screen are ready. This is what my mom has done progress-wise. This is the only project she's working on. She has a lot more self-control than I do, but I think she's really been enjoying it. We have a guest. This is my puppy Leia, who does not like the lights apparently. Say hi. Say hello. Leia, look. Oh goodness, she don't want to be here. I don't want to be here, Mom. Just want to sniff all the stuff on your floor. Okay, I have the basket. I think I'll set it to the side over there, but let's go through this and see if there's anything I feel like saying, nope, I'm done with. I will try to save the fabric then if I am finished with it. We'll see how it goes. So the first thing in here is in a Love You More Studio pouch. I will say, if I had a choice, I like the zippered bags better than I like these, but they do a good job. Oh yes, I know what this is. So this is all of the Saltboxes by Plum Samplers. There is one pattern for each season. And this actually is something that not too long ago I did rip the stitches I had out of the fabric. I have I think this is a 36 count oak in here. And I was originally going to do each one of them individually, but I saw someone do this stitched up where every season, each of the little Polaroids is all stitched on one big piece. And I have enough fabric to do that, so I think that is what I'm going to do instead. So I will definitely be keeping this. Once I get some stuff finished, maybe Merry Needleworker, I'll pull this out and get it started again, because I do really love these Saltboxes. I think they're really cute. And I think to have all the seasons on one would be nice, because then I can keep it up all year instead of constantly having to switch it out, because I'm really bad at remembering to do that. Next thing in here is in this zippered bag from the Sagan Stitch. This is something I haven't started yet either, but it's all kitted up and ready to go. Again, it would be a fun start. This is a Token of Love by Brenda Gervais. This is stitch 1/1, so it is really small. So this would be a nice start too for something quick finish. But I do have all the called for threads and the called for Lugana in there to start it whenever I want to. This is another Love You More sleeve. This one is made of like a fleece, which is kind of cool. Oh, actually, this is nothing special. This is just holding all of the extra papers for my Haid, which you have not seen in a long time. And I'm blanking on the name. Farewell to Anger. I haven't worked on it in a while because the frame really hurts my hands to hold. So my husband is trying to come up with a frame to hold it, and that's been on a hiatus, so it's been on a hiatus for me too. Okay, this is something I think I'm gonna pull out. There's not very much done on it. I don't know, I might do it again later, but I'm not feeling it right now. I have this in a Pretty Southern bag again. This is Hello Fall by Plum Samplers. It's really cute. I do like it a lot. Again, there's one for every season. But when I noticed after I'd started this that the summer one had a lot of Americana stuff on it, it kind of made my mojo go away because I'm Canadian. So for me to stitch up something Americana just doesn't really make sense for me. And I really don't have much done on this. I literally just have this little thing. This was something I started for Stitch Mania when I did it in 2019. I'm not a fan of Stitch Mania anymore, mostly because it just starts too many projects and is overwhelming. So I think I'm gonna set this aside just to rip those stitches out. There isn't much done, so it shouldn't take long. And then I can free up this project bag and I can free up that piece of fabric. Okay, this is a fun project, and this I do want to work on. It's just a seasonal one, and it's not in that season right now. I definitely find myself to be a seasonal stitcher, so this has just been put away for a while. This is in a cute little Christmas project bag from Pretty Southern, and this is Lantern Lane by Little House Needleworks. So I don't think I have a called for fabric, or do I? No, I am not stitching it on the called for fabric. I am stitching this up on a 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, I believe, yes. And that is what I have done so far. So I'll definitely be pulling this out again around Christmas. It's really fun and it's really cute. It's on a 32 count, which isn't my favorite, but it's pretty, and I do still really want to work on it and have this done. I have another hibernating Christmas project here in a very non-Christmas Pretty Southern bag. This is hands-on design and Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with the Housewives. Oh my word. This is one of their collaborations, Let It Snow Bungalow. I have the fall one and the summer one done, so I just have spring and winter left to complete. And I have a decent amount done on this. Like I said, it's just in hibernation because I don't feel like working on winter stuff when it's nice and sunny and summery out. So I do have a snowman done, and I will definitely be working on this, some more. This is stitched up on a 28 count black Lugana. I prefer that for working on black fabric because it's really hard to see the holes otherwise. The 28 count makes it a lot easier to see. Okay, this is something else that I lost a lot of steam on in a Pretty Southern bag. I was stitching up all of the Little House Needleworks months. So this one in here I have is December. The reason I lost steam on it is because I screwed up really, really bad. And I couldn't decide, and still not decide, cannot decide, or maybe I did fix it. Oh, I did fix it. Okay, that makes it a lot better. I had a massive mistake, but I did fix said massive mistake. This is really crookedly cut fabric. But I do have most of these done. I totally forgot to put them all out this year, so I should do that. But I do still want to get them finished because I really don't have that many left to do. I think I have January, February, and March left after this December one. So I will definitely try and get those finished. Maybe I'll pull this out once I get some of my bigger stuff done to have a quick project to work through and get finished. It's just been hard for me to want to work on the 32 count because I know how much I love 40 count now. But what I should do is go through all of these projects and get the floss onto rings. Like I showed with the two works in progress at the beginning. I just love doing it that way now because it's so much easier to pull the floss off of the cards. So I think if I did that, that would give me a little bit more motivation for some of these projects too, especially the 32 count ones, because it's just a lot easier to get 2 strands of floss off every time. I really need to change some of these bags out. I have another Christmas project, but in a fall bag. This is a Jenny Bean project. These are designed by Shakespeare's Peddler. This is Jenny Bean's Christmas samplers. So again, another Christmas project that I just haven't pulled out in a little while. And I do really enjoy this one as well. But again, it's another 32 count project. And that's fine. So, I don't know what fabric this is, but it is a 32 count. And again, this was another one of my Mania starts. Whoopsies. So, do I have a sticker in here that says? Yeah, I couldn't tell you what this fabric is. For some reason the sticker isn't on it anymore, but it is definitely a Lugana, I can tell you that. And I'm excited to pull this out again around Christmas. I forgot how much Christmas stitching I have, but it'll definitely keep me busy once I get in the Christmas stitching mood. This is just in a Ziploc bag. This is the Sally Spencer sampler by Birds of a Feather. What am I stitching this on? I'm not using anything called for this. I do know that. Oh gosh. This is 36 count vintage sand dune. That is all I have done, which means this is getting ripped out, because if I've only done that, I don't care that much about it. And I would love this fabric to be put towards something that's going to get more love. So I will be ripping this out. I think this pattern is discontinued, so I will still be keeping it in my stash. Maybe I'll want to work on it someday, but I definitely, obviously, don't want to work on it right now. Okay, this is another huge favorite that just isn't in season right now, so I haven't worked on it. I have another pretty southern bag, and this one is the correct season for the project. If you know me, or you've been watching me for a while, you know that my husband and I call our yard the Squirrel Sanctuary because of the amount of squirrels that live in our yard. So I have the summer squirrel done by the Blue Flower. This is the Halloween squirrel. I was trying so hard to get this done last year so that I could put it up for Halloween. It just didn't happen, and that's fine. But this is where I am with it. I had a lot of fun with that border. I ripped it out many times. But I'm really looking forward to getting back to this guy as well. All the called for threads. And yes, this is the called for fabric as well. This is a 40 count winter brew. And I'll have lots left after, which is exciting. I always love when there's some surprise extra fabric in the stash. But yes, this is definitely going to be worked on again. Actually, probably quite soon because we're almost hitting fall. And I do also have a, oh, I can't remember what these are called, but one of those little extra piece of floss holder thingy-majiggies in here. They're definitely not my favorite thing. I tried it out once. I'm using it because it's fall themed and I have it, but I would say I still really enjoy just using the floss rings for my thread. Okay, another Love You More Studio pouch. This, I know exactly what this is. This is Hello Pumpkin. This is by Caterpillar Designs. When I was working on this, I really loved it until I found a mistake. Reoccurring theme. Oh, I was showing you the back of it. Reoccurring theme in my life. I find a mistake and then I get frustrated and stop. But I should, again, really pull this out. I'm sure I can figure out what the heck to do with it to fix it. Figure out where my mistake is. This is a, I'm going to say this is a 40 count, maybe a 32 count. Oh, I'm stitching with two threads. Am I stitching with two threads? No, I'm only stitching with one. So I would say this is either a 36 or 40 count vintage country mocha, and I am using all of the call for DMC for this. They are coming out with a Hello Dear stitch along, which I'm assuming will be Christmas themed. So I should try and get this guy done so that I can start the Christmas one, because I think this is really, really cute. And it would be fun to change out seasonally here in my office, because this is definitely a more bright, funky colored place in our house. Everything else is kind of more neutral. So this is going to definitely be for in here, and I should work on it again because I do love it. Okay, the back here is getting to stuff that I know I probably will be taking apart. I just have this one in a plastic bag, which shows how much I don't care about it, I guess. This is my attempt at a Mirabilia. Not my thing. Was not liking how the colors were blending. Just not happy. Apologies for the crinkling. We'll be taking this apart. I don't have that much done on it. I started doing the second color in the dress and I was just pretty unhappy. So goodbye. This is all kitted up and I haven't started it, so I'm just going to take everything apart. This was, or is, the Four Seasons cross stitch pieces from Prairie Schooler, and yeah, I haven't started them, so I'm going to take it apart. Evergreen by Prairie Schooler. I do like this. The only problem, again, is I made a massive mistake when I was working on it and got frustrated. So I think I will figure out where the mistake is and continue to work on this because it is really cute and I love how simple the colors are. So what am I stitching this on? This is a 28 count summer khaki joblin. So I will, I think, keep this for now, get that mistake fixed, and then I think I'll want to work on it a little bit more because the mistake is fixed once Christmas comes. Oh, why have I not worked on this? This is 'Tis a Gift by Shepherd's Bush. This is a whole kit. It came all kitted up. I think Shepherd's Bush mostly does stuff that way. And this was another Mania start. Don't have tons done, but it's really cute and it's not super big, so I definitely think I will keep this and pull it out soon. I don't know what the fabric is. Like I said, everything comes kitted. You get just the amount of floss that you need, just the amount of fabric you need, and you go for it. This one I think is going to go in hibernation as well. This is the Prairie Schooler Prairie Seasons. When I first started stitching, I did really enjoy this. But I don't know, it's just not exciting me as much anymore. So I do have one season done. I do have spring done. So, okay, that is cute. Maybe I'll keep it together and just see how I'm feeling. I have enough fabric to finish all of them, and they are pretty fast. Yeah, I'll keep this kicking around for now and see how I feel. Yeah. And finally, we have Basket of Cherries by Blackbird Designs. I started this because of a stitch along, and honestly, I don't know, I'm not feeling it either. I think because I'm stitching it on a 32 count. I think I will yank this one apart and keep the fabric for something else because it's all just, I just pulled all the DMCs for it, so it's, yeah, I don't know, just not feeling it. Plus I don't even know where I would hang this up. Kind of a stupid start. So keep the pattern, pull everything apart, and get all of those stitching supplies back. So that is what is in my basket. That went a lot quicker than I thought it would. If you have any questions about any of the projects in there, I'm happy to let you know. Anything that you might be curious about. I know I kind of flew through them, but yeah, if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments down below. Happy to answer them for you. Anyways, yeah, that is everything. I hope you're healthy and well and enjoying these last couple days of your summer. I know I am. It's still so warm here, but I'm looking forward to fall. I love fall, so hopefully that comes soon. But anyways, thank you so much for coming and joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It helps me out a lot. And it definitely shows YouTube that you guys are enjoying my videos. As well, you can like the video, that helps a lot too. And if you want notifications about when I post a new video, you can click the little bell icon and YouTube will tell you every time I upload something new. I do upload every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I alternate between knitting and cross stitch videos. So if you're interested in knitting, next Tuesday there will be a knitting related video. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I love that you guys are still enjoying watching my videos. I'm shocked that they're not boring to you guys yet. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you stay healthy and well, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!